What's up guys, Prepared Guy here once again. Today I'm taking a look at the Biolite 200 lumen headlamp. So let's jump right into it right now. So this is a light that I purchased today at the store from a company called Sierra. That's basically like a Marshalls / Eastern Mountain Sports. And but it does have some cool stuff in it. I picked this up for 30 bucks. These are going for like 40, 50, 60 dollars on Amazon right now for the same exact light. I got this in red. I don't particularly like red, but I'm willing to deal with it because of the price difference. And these are basically, they had like 50 red ones on the shelf, so I just ended up with a red one. So 200 lumens. It has a red light mode. It has the spotlight mode. It has the dimming, so basically you can ramp it up or down. And then it has the red strobe. It has a white strobe. It has a red mode that ramps up and down as well. It's got a max beam distance of 50 meters. It's IPX4 rated, which, you know, you can get it damp, but you can't like really submerge it or anything like that. Has a 700 milliamp lithium ion battery. And the longest it will run for is 40 hours. The shortest it will run for is 3 hours. So that's your, your low mode is 5 lumens. Your maximum is 200 lumens, and anywhere in between there, you can get anywhere from like, 10 to 12 hours, depending on, where you have it set up. So let's check it out. Let's take it out of the box and see exactly what this light has to offer. I just kind of grabbed this because I wanted to try it out. I heard some stuff about them and I'm like, you know what, that's something I'm gonna have to try out. So it is rechargeable. It's micro USB. They give you a micro USB cable in here. It's got a cool looking head strap that fades in. It looks like it fades in from the red to black, which is a really nice little touch there. So so if somebody's looking at the back of your head, there is a reflective tab there, so it will reflect light off of it. And also, it's very smooth feeling material. It's like a nylon or polyethylene, whatever it is. Yeah, so it's pretty nice. It's soft. It's not, I don't think it's stretchy. Not really stretchy, but you can get some pull out of it. You open it up right here. It has, looks like it has the micro USB charging port on, so right there underneath this little tab. So that's not bad. IPX4, guys, so you gotta remember it's not like submergible or anything like that. I already don't like the design of having to pull this out and then this kind of like interferes with the USB, but it's not a big deal. Okay guys, let's step into the UI for this, but first I wanna show you a really quick little trick, okay? And I'm gonna show you this for a reason in a second. So you can go ahead and push this down to one side and it pops out, okay? You'll see that this has a little nub there and it goes and falls in line with a track here. So when you push this in, it slides right in and boom, you're done. And there you can actually use it, or you can take it out and you can throw it in your pocket if you want. They have these little diffusers that you can actually stick this in and you can use it as like a lantern. So that's why you can take this off. Plus also the fact of the matter is you can just have this little cool little light to just put in your bag too. You don't even have to use this as a headlamp. But let's go into the UI. So the UI is pretty basic operation, except for the one problem that I have with this light, just overall in general, is I cannot stand and I hate, this is probably the worst button I've ever seen on a flashlight. And I've used, $100, $200, $300 flashlights, and I've used $2 flashlights. And this is the absolute worst button I've ever had on a flashlight because it's so awkward to push, because you end up pushing this little piece right here instead of actually pushing the button. So they designed it that way. Sorry. They designed it this way so that you will end up pushing, let me put this back in here. So you end up pushing towards your head, but that's not what you're going to instinctually do. You're going to end up pushing it, and most of the time it goes like that because you feel like you're going to push it this way, and it gets really awkward on your head. So that's something to keep in mind. So I'll pop this back out so I can actually push the button down to do this demonstration properly. So you push it once, this goes into the red mode. It remembers the last mode you were in. You hold it down, it will ramp, it will flash. Once it gets to the lowest mode, it'll flash again once it gets to the highest mode. You can cycle through by pushing it quickly to the next cycle for the different outputs. So if I wanted to go into the red mode, this is the red mode. If I push it again, it shuts off. I push it again, and then again, it will go into the white mode, and then I can go ahead and I can ramp it down and it will flash, and I can ramp it up and it will flash. That goes from 5 to 200 lumens. You'll notice that it was flickering. That's not visible to the naked eye, so that's only visible on camera. It looks pretty smooth to the naked eye. For those of us who are working around lights a lot, we'll notice it a little bit just because we have that trained eye, but it's not something you're gonna really notice if you're a novice to the flashlight community. So it goes into the red strobe mode. Okay, this doesn't have a specified runtime, and you can go into the beacon. Whoops, you can go into the beacon mode after that as well. That's 200 lumens. That doesn't have a specified runtime either. But overall, pretty simple operation once you get used to the button pushes and once you actually get used to the button itself. And you can actually charge this a lot easier instead of putting on the head strap, because you can access that door a lot easier. Earlier I complained, I said, you know what, you can't really access this like that because it kind of blocks, you know, so you have to pull it out like this and do this, and that's kind of a pain in the butt if you wanted to charge it while it's on there. So for those of you who are wondering if there's a lockout mode, there is a lockout mode, and all you have to do is hold down the button for 8 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It will flash, and now you're in the lockout mode. And in order to do that again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it will flash again, and then you are back to having your flashlight turned back on. So pretty cool, very easy to work with. There was no impact rating, so I didn't see any information in the manual that tells you how far you can drop this before it will break. However, there is a 1-year warranty, but that doesn't cover things like that. So basically, if this fails on its own without you damaging it, they'll cover parts and labor for 1 year from purchase. The tint of the light itself is cool white, as you guys can probably tell. It's cool white. I'd say it's between 55 and 6,000 Kelvin, so that's something to consider as well. Pretty nice. Let's check it out. Let's check out the run times. Let's check out the beam shots, and I'll give you guys my overall opinion of the light. So as far as the run times go, at the 200 lumen mode, I got a total run time at 200 lumens, consistently 200 lumens, guys, 3 hours and 7 minutes, which actually beat the 3-hour runtime that they said in the manual by 7 whole minutes. So that's really good runtime. And as far as the recharge time goes, you guys know my pet peeve. It only took 2 hours and 44 minutes to completely recharge this light using my Anker variable charger. So the headlamp itself with the strap weighs in at almost 50 grams and 1.7 ounces. All right, guys, we are outside with the Biolite 200 lumen headlamp, and I'm going to turn the camera light off, and I'm going to put this on the 200 lumen mode. I'm going to drop it down to the lowest lumen mode on the low, and then we'll slowly ramp it back up to the high. And we're 20 feet away from the railing over here. Now let's go all the way into the yard. Okay guys, so I have the light in front of me again, and put it in the 200 lumen mode. Wait for it to focus. Here we go. Look at that. Those trees are about 75 feet away. The tree line over there is more like 100 feet away. That tree right here in front of us is probably about 50 to 60 feet away roughly. So not too bad, nice and bright. Let's take it out into the yard and see what it looks like. So here I am, guys, approaching the yard, and I'm about probably 30 feet away from the camera. And yeah, not too bad. Nice and bright, as you guys can see. You can see into the tree line over here as I approach the tree line. I'm about 50 feet away from the camera right about now. And you guys can see the tree line's nice and bright. You can see the tree that's in front of me here. That's nice and bright. Turning around towards the camera. And this is what this looks like, you know, when you're walking around with it and you have it on your head. Now, if I want, I can put this in the red mode. Just Excuse me. This is what the flashing looks like. And then this, let's see. This is what the red looks like from far away, but you can't really see anything with the red from far away except for me. And let's see. That's the 200 lumens again. So nice and bright. I'll compare this to my Warrior Mini. See how bright? That's crazy. But this is at the 200 lumen mode. It's nice and bright. I'll dim it down. Let's dim this down. And that's what it looks like all the way down. And this is what it looks like all the way up, and it will flash. So nice and bright. Not a bad headlamp at all. I think it's pretty decent. If I had one pro, I would say that the overall light output on this is fantastic. It's nice and bright. You can see everything that's in front of you. The UI options for the strobe and for the red lumen, the red light mode, excellent option. The one thing I don't really like, besides the button itself, is the strap. The strap is crap. But here's the thing. You know, it keeps like doing this, and it does it so easy that you constantly have to adjust it. So if you just wanted to kind of size it to one size for your head, it's constantly going to be, you know, just, it takes little to no pressure to change the strap itself, but it's an extra step that you're going to have to constantly do. And I feel like the strap's constantly just, you know, going all wobbly and wacky on me. So, you know, it's one of those things where you throw this in a backpack, you're going to have really good runtime out of it. It's really nice and lightweight. And honestly, it's not a bad headlamp. I just really don't like the strap or the button, but they're not comfortable, and it doesn't not work. So it's not bad. It's not a bad headlamp. So guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I hope this video has been helpful. And until next time, guys, stay prepared.